Okay, so something very unexpected happened. The people from NNB reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and asked if I'd like to review some of their single ingredients, and I said, hell yes. Now they've sent them out, they came out in just a few days to be honest, and in this package right here is some very unique, very specifically developed ingredients that this company has done in conjunction with Sean Wells. In fact, I believe he's invented some of these. So we're going to open it up, have a look what's inside, and then throughout the coming weeks I'm going to review each of these, test them out on myself like my own little guinea pig, as I love to do. Some I've used before, some are in some of the supplements we sell at the store at the NTS, but others aren't, and I just simply cannot wait to get stuck into these. I'm going to probably need some jewelry scales to weigh these out, take them on a regular basis. We're talking muscle building, fat loss, and potentially some blood sugar regulation. But let's open it together and see what's inside. So got my little box cutter here. This has come directly from China. I have ordered large quantities of herbs from China before, so I know what it looks like, and generally they'll come through. You do need to have all your paperwork in order though. Alright, so here we go. Alright. So, ooh. Now that actually looks pretty cute, I've got to say. That's kind of fancy. I think it's very clever that they're sort of reaching out to micro-influencers like me and getting people to try things. I've never seen an ingredient company do that or think to do that before. I don't know who was speaking to me. It could have been Sean. If so, fanboying hard here. But this is great. So what we've got in here is, okay, they've hooked me up with heaps of stuff. I don't know what you can see, but I'm going to take you through each of these really quickly now. So NNB, if you don't know, they've got the trademark ingredients for a lot of really cool single ingredients that some of your favorite brands are starting to use. One of them is a very promising muscle builder. The launch was huge, and that is dileucine, or DL185. Now this is supposed to be 185 times more anabolic, I believe, than leucine. So this is like a turbocharged leucine. It's a dileucine peptide. Your body has specific transporters for dipeptides. They're normal in the diet. It's not a peptide. Don't get sort of too excited. But we're seeing significant increases in lean muscle mass, strength, and a whole range of other markers. So that's one that I'm very excited about. I have used it in the infamous muscle builder, which I do really rate, and I'm going to use it on its own here. So this is the first one I'll be talking about since I've already talked about it. Very impressive gains. I get a lot bigger and thicker on this without any kind of downside. I think almost just keep your protein levels up. You know, try to hit that 2 grams per kilo of body weight, because this is going to turbocharge your mTOR, which is really your protein synthesis. And if you don't have enough protein to support that, it might be the bottleneck. Now that's quite a hefty little. I love this. This is so up my alley, man. 25 grams. So you're looking for a 2 gram dose per day. So this is, you know, I guess 25 grams, that's going to give me about 15 days or so. So that's cool. I surmise it might even be effective at lower doses, you know, 1 gram a day. You can obviously combine it with leucine as well. Creatine, I definitely will be combining it with, and so on. Now, here's another thing that I was very excited to see in the package. I actually asked for it, and that is the Saldro Pure. So this is Salricides extract to kind of replace Rodeo Life, which these guys do. I think it's Rodeo Prime that these guys do. Now, rhodiola is starting to become a little bit problematic in some countries, and some rhodiola still upsets the stomach just that little bit. Great for mood, great for energy, endurance. It keeps catecholamines around longer, so synergizes well with stimulants like caffeine. But this is just pure Salricide, so this will get around some of the compliance issues in some countries, make it usable in RTDs, pre-workouts, nootropics. I can't wait to try this, because the Salricides are the part that seem to really boost the mood. When I've used extracts that have a high Salricide content, I notice that they do the most for me. So 25 grams of that is a lot. I will play around with the doses and report back. Not any products that I'm aware of that have this yet in it. So that's kind of cool. And then we still have more in here. They've sent me some Genius Pure. This is very generous. So this is alpha GPC. This is a standardized, I believe it's 90% yield. Yeah, that's correct. So most alpha GPC yields 50%. This is 90% pure. So this will be very effective at, again, low doses, 300 milligram, 400 plenty. Great for a brain boost, great with your caffeine, great post-workout. Might even increase growth hormone levels before bed or post-workout. Also great for that fatigue, that nervous system fatigue that can happen from lifting heavy on your workouts. It's good to have some alpha GPC post-workout for that reason. So that's in there. That's cool. I might even capsulate that. I've got a little bottle of capsules. I can just hand feed them in, or get a little mini capsule machine. They're pretty easy to track down. Then we've got Glucovantage. This is a dihydroberberine. This is great for blood sugar regulation, for shuttling your carbs into the muscles. This would be great for cheat meals, great for just improving insulin sensitivity around workouts. It would increase your pumps as well. This is the kind of thing I like to have before my carb meals. So this is going to be great. I'll probably encapsulate this. I'll weigh it out and just cap it up. I like lower doses with my berberines where possible. So I'll probably aim for like 250 milligrams or 500 milligrams, and we'll go from there. What's cool about this one is it's supposed to upset your stomach less than the berberine hydrochloride, which is just a stomach shredder. You may as well be taking metformin. So I've been enjoying the Switch Nutrition, but it's an unspecified extract. This is dihydroberberine. This is probably the most cutting-edge berberine out there, probably the most effective as well. And then lastly, we've got the ergothioneine, the mitoprime. This is an anti-aging ingredient. This is a mitochondrial booster. This would probably pair well with my Shilajit. I'm very excited for this. It might even pair well with NMN, but this works on multiple levels. Also, potentially lengthening telomeres, which is another angle of anti-aging that something like NMN doesn't really cover, that activates the Sirtuin pathway. It's a bit different. The only other thing that might help with telomere length is astragalus, and there is some extract of astragalus that never really took off. I think it's a bit expensive, but I do like to take astragalus from Superfeast. But this ergothioneine could be really the next heavy hitter alongside your NMNs and your creatines, your CoQ10s. So keen to dive into the research on that a bit more, find out a bit more about it, and use it. Now, this is 5 grams, so I'm assuming you don't need as much of this for an effect. So I'm going to be definitely getting on this and making this part of my daily regime. So that is a very nice care package. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients to experiment with. And they've done all of their certificate of analysis paperwork here for me as well. This is huge. So, you know, when you're making your supplements, you want to see things like this before you start getting your manufacturer to blend them in. You want to make sure everything's looking hunky-dory. Testing negative for microbial activity and heavy metals and things like that. So this is awesome. This is really cool. Each one has it as well. I would love to work with these guys to make some of our products down the track. Who knows? But I can't wait to try these and hopefully try some more in the future. I would love to continue spreading the word on these guys, really putting their name to these ingredients. And Sean, you know, he puts his face out there. You don't get many ingredient manufacturers or even supplement brand owners that are willing to do that, just because legalities change. And to put your name to it really shows that you are backing what you're putting together and you really think it is safe and it will help people. So I think that just shows what kind of a company NNB is and what they're evolving into, and I'd love to see more of this. There's some other good companies out there that do similar things, but I think NNB are really leading the race right up to the point where they're even doing things like this, where they're getting people to, you know, review their ingredients. I just think it's so cool, so smart. Can't wait to dive into it. There's just the brief overview. If you've got any questions, reach out. I'll be doing plenty of content on this. And if you're looking for supplements with some of these ingredients in it, reach out to me as well, or pop on into the NTS. Hit us up on the Instagram. We'll walk you through. We've got some great products that feature some of these ingredients right now that you might want to try. All right. Peace and love. Speak to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.